The next generation of African leaders in Hands at Work came from the communities where we are working. They didn't have to learn about Hands' model. They experienced it. And they are determined to bring that same love to the most vulnerable in their communities. In 2018, Judah became the sole caregiver for his two younger brothers after the death of their grandma. When care workers from the local life center found them, they had nothing. The mud hut they were meant to be living in was destroyed, and the boys would sleep in the bushes. They had no food and only the clothes on their backs. They could only think of survival for today.
People laughed at us. They said we counted as nothing in the community until Mama Cecile and the care workers found us.
Over the years, Judah and brothers attended the Life Center daily, and a new home was constructed for them. They found physical and emotional healing through the love and support of their care workers, who are trained to seek out the community's most vulnerable families, building personal relationships with them to bring the healing and hope of Christ into their lives. When a youth discipleship was started in Chisamba, Judah, alongside 3 other young boys, were invited to participate. They committed a year of their lives to being disciples under mature African leaders. They learned about Jesus, character development, and practical construction skills to equip him for employment.
I just want to thank God for Judah because in the community, he was the least. He was the most vulnerable. He was one of the most vulnerable guys. Yeah, I saw he was so kind. He has that heart to help the young ones. And we have seen the life of Judah. He was a different person. He testified that surely God is great. He's so good.
In early 2022, heavy rainfall and high winds caused houses to collapse in Chisamba. Overnight, families were displaced. Though temporary accommodations were made, people lost everything and feared for the future. Over a dozen houses needed to be rebuilt. Empathizing with their situation, Judah was inspired to act.
This time I could help. I felt honored to be building houses for the people who really needed them.
Judah was able to use his new skills to work alongside local builders. They rebuilt homes from the families who had lost so much, leaving them more resilient for the future. Judah has become a role model in a community where it is so desperately needed. He has shown his brothers and other young boys that you can choose a different way of life, not being pulled into the cycles of alcohol abuse, joblessness, and early marriage. You can have another way of life. There is hope.
I never thought I could count money or have anything for myself. But today I can help support my brothers and think about the future, not just tomorrow.
Through all of this, Judah has experienced the depth of God's love. There has been deep healing and transformation in his life, leading to his baptism. Judah has experienced the gift of joy that is available to each of us this Christmas. The dream is to raise up a generation who loves Jesus, are committed to their families, belong to a local church, are generous to the poor, and are positive role models in their communities. We are dedicated to engaging with our youth and equipping them with skills which will prepare them for a positive future, including giving back to their local communities.
www.handsatwork.org